introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Angel Montelongo.
Nice. I have a question for you. So, when did you get saved?
February 16th, 2015.
Nice. And I have another one for you. Um, how did God turn in, or how did God turn your broken story into a, how do I say it? A testimony. Yeah.
I think it was 1 year at a time, because there was a point where I used to go to church and then I stopped going, kind of just became prideful, trying to do things my own way. And God dealt with me. It was specifically, I lived in Arizona for about a year and a half, and I was miserable. I left my kids behind when they're about 8 and 9 years old, and God just was dealing with me that time and told me that I needed to come back to be here for my kids. And He did that by just kind of restoring me and helping me to be a father to them, and just building my testimony through taking out things in my life that He saw were going to be good for my kids and good for me in the future.
Yes. And here's another one for you. What was something that you did when you were younger that you think that other younger people could avoid?
And that goes back to almost like my second the first question that you asked me is drugs.
Yeah.
That's what detached me from my kids, and the reason that I would say that, because you always hear that, hey, peer pressure, drugs, and they're just so, obviously easily available anywhere, especially in schools. And I can say this because in fifth grade is when I smoked my first cigarette, and sixth grade I smoked my first joint of marijuana. And after that, they say it's a gateway drug. I never believed it, and I got into heavier things like cocaine, and that's where my testimony comes from. And that's, going back to that first question, I became pretty much detached from my kids because I was so consumed in my drugs. If kids can avoid drugs, that's one of the things that I would always I would say, because I tell my own kids that too. My kids are a lot older now, and they saw what their dad went through and how drugs destroyed my life, and that's what I would tell kids, to avoid drugs at all costs.
Yes, I agree with you. Thank you so much for coming on this interview. Guys, if you want to see more interviews like this, please subscribe.